You sit at your desk, you open a blank document, you tell yourself you are going to work for 2 solid hours. 5 minutes later, you are staring at your phone. You have no idea how it got into your hand. You scroll for 40 minutes. You feel sick. You blame your character. You tell yourself you are incredibly lazy. You think you lack basic human willpower. You are completely wrong. You are not lazy. You are outmatched. Right now, there are thousands of behavioral engineers in Silicon Valley laboratories. They have unlimited funding. They have advanced functional MRI machines. Their only objective is to find vulnerabilities in your primitive neurochemistry and exploit them. You are bringing raw, uncalibrated willpower to a biological war, and you are losing. In the next few minutes, we will expose the exact mechanics of the modern dopamine trap. We will break down why trying to try harder is a clinical mistake. By the end of this protocol, you will stop fighting a losing battle and learn how to mathematically protect your biology. Let us dissect the trap. Stop blaming your character. Blame the design. The attention economy. You must understand the environment you are operating in. Your attention is the most valuable commodity on Earth. Every app on your phone is designed like a digital slot machine. It uses a psychological mechanism called variable ratio scheduling. When you pull down to refresh a feed, you do not know what you are going to get. It might be boring, it might be funny, it might be outrage. This unpredictability creates a massive spike in dopamine. Dopamine is not just a reward chemical. It is the molecule of pursuit. It forces you to seek. In the ancestral environment, this kept you alive. It made you hunt for food. Today, it makes you hunt for pixels. A 2022 neurobiological study confirmed that the constant, unpredictable rewards from social media fundamentally alter your prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain responsible for impulse control and long-term planning. The algorithm does not just distract you. It physically weakens your ability to resist future distractions. You are running a high-performance biological machine on malware. Your brain naturally calculates the effort-to-reward ratio for every action. Deep work, studying, or building a business requires high effort for a delayed, distant reward. Scrolling requires zero effort for an instant, high-stimulation reward. Your brain is a survival organ. It will always choose the path of least resistance. When you expect your brain to naturally prefer a spreadsheet over a highly engineered digital slot machine, you are being delusional. Willpower is a lie. Friction is the truth. The willpower, my thief. This is the hidden reason you keep failing. You think focus is a muscle you can just flex. You read self-help books that tell you to just be more disciplined. That is terrible advice. Willpower is a finite chemical resource. It depletes every time you use it. If you keep a glowing rectangle of infinite dopamine sitting right next to your keyboard, your brain has to actively expend energy to ignore it. Every minute you resist picking up the phone, you are burning cognitive fuel. By hour 2, your prefrontal cortex is exhausted. Your impulse control drops to 0. You grab the phone, you lose the day. The highest performers on Earth do not have more willpower than you. They simply do not rely on it. They rely on environment design. They understand that if the dopamine trap is easily accessible, the brain will eventually fall into it. You must shift from moral judgment to mechanical engineering. If a pipe in your house is leaking, you do not sit there and try to use willpower to stop the water. You build a physical barrier. You fix the mechanism. You must do the exact same thing with your attention. Here is the exact mechanical protocol. Environmental friction. You are going to build a fortress. Phase 1 is physical separation. You cannot be in the same room as your primary source of cheap dopamine when you need to execute. If you are doing deep work, the phone goes in another room. It goes in a drawer. You create a physical gap that requires walking, searching, and opening the bridge. This physical friction disrupts the automatic habit loop. When your brain unconsciously craves a hit of dopamine, you will stand up to get the phone. That 10-second walk is the gap while your conscious mind wakes up. It gives your prefrontal cortex a chance to intervene and say no. Make the bad habits incredibly difficult to access. Make the good habits the path of least resistance. Phase 2 is digital architecture. You must blind the algorithm. Delete every app that utilizes infinite scrolling. Turn your screen to grayscale. A phone in black and white is incredibly boring to the primitive monkey brain. It removes the visual reward. Use website blockers on your computer. Create a digital environment that is entirely hostile to distraction. You must reclaim your biological autonomy. The dopamine reset. Once you engineer the friction, you must endure the withdrawal. Your receptors are currently down-regulated from years of overstimulation. When you remove the digital pacifier, you will feel anxious. You will feel restless. You will feel a strong desire to escape into a screen. This is not boredom. This is neurochemical withdrawal. You must sit with it. Let the brain realize the cheap fuel is gone. Within a few days of strict environmental control, your dopamine receptors will upregulate. The baseline restores. Suddenly, reading a difficult text does not feel like torture. Sitting in silence feels calming, not terrifying. You regain the ability to direct your own focus. The system is designed to keep you weak, distracted, and easily manipulated. Your attention is their product. The only way to win is to refuse to play their game. Stop relying on motivation. Start engineering your environment. Protect your biology at all costs. If you want to master your human performance and build a mind immune to the modern trap, subscribe to the channel. We translate the science so you can dominate your reality. See you in the next protocol.